During the night I gathered up some more stone and clay. So much mining. But the work doesn't stop here. I have to turn all that material into a base. This is going to take a lot of work. Welcome back to Permafrost. We're back here at the base and it's time to do some upgrading. During the night and most of the morning I did gather up another 6,000 stone and clay, and my food is quite low, but I did manage to hunt down a deer and a bunch of chickens. And I also found a location that is packed with boars, so that'll be very helpful for later. In the meantime though, it looks like I had some spare cobblestone that I forgot about. Good to know. I'm gonna need more wood, I think, but for now I should be good to just get back to upgrading this straight away. So I'm gonna quickly reinforce this floor and then I'll get back to you, and we can start actually building the next stage of the base. Alright, so all the blocks I placed last time are now dealt with. I'm going to take out this ladder, because ideally I will never really want to come in here again unless it's to reinforce, and if I do reinforce I'll probably want to do it when I have access to some concrete, which isn't too far down the line, but it's not right now, that's for sure. I'm going to fill this whole floor in, and it should be completely secure and able to take on any storage or anything like that I want to put in here. I'm going to need some more frames. Let's see, how many can I make? Let's probably go for like 200 frames, that should be enough for now. Only need like 50 to fill this out entirely anyway, but still. And I'll clear out this campfire because I do not need it right now. Nice. Really quickly, I'm going to put that food on the grill because I forgot. There we go, perfect. Right, I also kind of want to smelt some more iron, or just if I have nails I won't need to. Let's see, a tiny bit of clay left. Oh, there's some more iron. Okay, I'm going to quickly grab a little bit of clay from somewhere. But I do still have that little hole over here where I can get a little bit of clay, because I want to make some nails. Also, I forgot there is iron ore in this hole, so that's good. There, 200 clay should be enough for the forge's needs right now. What I want to make in here is nails, and I want to make nails for writable storage containers so that I can have a little bit better storage than what I currently have, which is those 4 boxes there. And I also have a plan for using my space in there quite effectively, I think. So I'll let that smelt up and I'll continue upgrading all these blocks. Nice, I got a skill point. Building is really good for XP. Let's max out Mother Load, and that's all I really need from strength for now. I think I might go next into Fortitude and get maybe up to 5 Fortitude, and then get the Huntsman up, and maybe even Iron Gut, because I really go through a lot of food. So that might be smart. Okay, so I have the entire floor here reinforced. I have this marked out so that I know where the central pillar for this floor is going to be. I have a really good idea on how to maximize my storage whilst also giving structural integrity, but I'm going to need a little bit of stone really quickly. By the way, I completely got rid of the big rock that was here. It's gone now. I replaced all of it in with topsoil, so you can never even tell it was really there, unless you look on the map and it's a big green patch, because that's just how it is. So I'm going to grab a little bit of stone really quickly for this, and I'll show you why in a second. While I'm here, let's see, how many nails can I get? That'll probably be a good amount. I am going to need a lot of wood now that I think about it, so I'm also going to spend a little bit of time gathering up a lot of these trees, but I should get some food first. Okay, I've gathered up a lot more wood. Let's get a lot of these storage chests. I'm not sure how many I'll need, but it'll be worked out in a second. So what I'm thinking here is I put my land claim block in the center of this, which is going to be a pillar, and will that still give me coverage on my workbench? Looks like it will. That one is now broken because I can only have one at a time. So now there's the center pillar of my base, and I can surround it with these storage chests. These give the exact same vertical support as the cobblestone blocks they're actually sat on, which is just yes rather than any value. So they are perfectly functional as support blocks. Is it the smartest idea? Maybe not, because zombies may break through there and try and break the support block for the ceiling maybe. There's no real reason they would do that, but it is a possibility I should consider. I'm thinking I do, 3 high of this, and then put cobblestone on top of it so that it can hold up the next layer of the ceiling, which should give me a really good sturdy central pillar as well as a lot of storage and plenty of room to move around and fill this place with workstations. There we go. So I have my central pillar of storage containers. In the middle it is just cobblestone blocks for now. I'll probably reinforce it later at some point somehow. In the meantime, I've also put up some extra supports here just to show you what I'm going for. So I have this shape here and I've put in these corners. These are indications of a little bit of a floor plan for you. You can imagine here, if you will, a bit of a wall of forges. There's clearly room for many forges on this wall as well as many cement mixers on this wall. This was my plan for a couple of chemistry stations, and this was my plan for a decent amount of workbenches. I will need to make a couple of shelves for campfires, but otherwise that's pretty fine. Oh, looks like we have company. Get their attention really quickly. Let me grab that coffee. I'm just going to fight them out here because none of them are particularly fast, it would seem. But they're very armoured, so I should be careful. He didn't even flinch. That wasn't too bad. When I get up there, I'm going to turn off this radius. Oh, I'm going to have to break something to do that. God damn it. Oh, hello. Okay, I'm going to have to break one of you so that I can get access to that land claim block. And hide bounds. There we go. I do not need to see that. Let's get a replacement storage for that. Right, I'm going to get back to reinforcing all of this. Got another skill point here. I'm just going to push it straight into fortitude. And get back to reinforcing. Or perhaps not. Seems like we have a little bit of attention. Okay. Now I'll get back to reinforcing. Alright, I've completed the next phase of the base. As you can see, I've got some storage set up, and I've sorted it, and I've moved all of my stuff in here. The only spare food I have is apparently this jar of honey, which should honestly be in the meds box anyway. That could be a bit of an issue, but yeah, I have all these sorted out. There's still plus another 9 here, which I can use for things at various points. I've got plenty of room for lots of forges. You can see I could fit a whole lot of them in here if I really needed to, as well as room for chem benches here. I set up my bedroll on an actual little bunk there. I've got my workbench here and I've got room for cement mixers here. I decided to do this little thing with campfires because I just wasn't sure where else to put the campfires, and I have a lot of these little shutters where I can come and look out the window if I need to. So this part of the base is fine, and there's also access to the roof if I need it, which you can see is looking very bare right now. I'll need to do something interesting with this. But to be honest, the entirety of the outside is extremely bare, and that's just because I've not done anything to it yet. If we take a step over here, you can see that it looks very, very bare and very, very plain, but there is a lot of room to decorate this to make it look a bit more interesting, which I think I'm just going to do now. This is probably going to be a very experimental process, so I'm probably just going to come back when this looks a little bit nicer, so I'll see you when I'm done experimenting. Okay, I'm just about to start reinforcing the rest of the base here, but I had a bit of a thought that I should probably use my time efficiently. So what I'm going to do is craft myself up 3 more forges, 4 cement mixers, and another workbench. I'm going to need a wrench for that, of course. There we go. And I'll need another claw hammer. Will that leave me with enough duct tape? Let's see, 3 forges. And I'll need more forged iron to make the cement mixers and the workbench. We'll also need more forged iron, but I do have this forge working on forged iron as we speak. So that'll just be a matter of time on that. So I should be able to end up with 2 workbenches, 4 forges, and 4 cement mixers, which is beyond unnecessary at this stage. But you know what? I like that. I like being beyond unnecessary. It makes me feel good. So I am going to work on that. And while all the forged iron crafts, and of course all the actual crafting stations themselves craft, I am going to keep reinforcing what I've done to the base to make it look slightly better. It's not going to look amazing, but it will look slightly better once this hammer's done. I should have thought of that. Okay. After a lot of reinforcing, I got another skill point, which I'm going to just go straight more into fortitude. And we're here on the roof of the base. You can see I've put in some little wall things here that allow you to basically stand right here and you can look straight down. So if there's any zombies that are beating on the side of the wall, I can come on the roof and basically get access to any of them, because that is a really annoying thing when you try and look down a building and you can't see. Here, of course, I'll have to come over to this part. So yeah, let's take a look at the base. I've added that rear section there with a ladder, a little bit of defenses. Zombies should under no circumstances actually go for this. If they do, it's wood, it's easy to fix, the door is reinforced. If we come over to one of the sides, they're basically the same on every side. It is very dark, but I do have this light here. 1 second actually. There we go. There's a use for the off-road headlights. So yeah, you can see I went for a very, very basic design because I am quite limited on materials. I have 1000 cobblestone left and 200 wood left, and this probably took a solid like 30k of both of those. So yeah, that's why it's kind of bare bones, but for an early game base it will be more than enough. And it doesn't look awful, it looks meh. I would say I'm not a very good builder and I'm fine with that, to be honest, but it doesn't hurt me to look at it. Pretty much the same on the other side here. You would hope so, right? And that would probably annoy people if it wasn't. Let's take a look inside. And here on the inside we have 2 workbenches, 4 cement mixers, 4 forges with plenty of room to basically get that up to like 15 cement mixers, 15 forges if I needed. Room for chemistry stations there and room for more workbenches if I need them. Unlikely, this base probably won't be used forever, so I doubt I'll need any more than what I have now and maybe a chemistry station. But good to have the space, right? And it is morning. But that is all I have time for today. But now I am level 31, which means I'm loot stage 82. If I go into some kind of dangerous location, I'll probably be over loot stage 100, which means I should really start finding some good loot. Higher level AKs, double barrel shotguns, and maybe even low level pump action shotguns, which would be really nice this early. Which is why I built this, so that I would have access to lots of easy XP without having to fight much. Thank you to my channel members and patrons for making all of this possible, and thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.